protector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. We're going to do your May reading, your monthly forecast, okay? I am switching it up yet again. I have been guided to go down to one zodiac sign reading now per month. I do what I am told. So this is going to be, we're going to find out what energies are surrounding you for the month of May. Now remember, time is fluid and energy is always changing. Okay, this is guidance. This is what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. This is for your spiritual growth. That is what this is about. So we're going to look into the energies that are surrounding you for the month of May, what you may be struggling with, or what you need to work on, okay? And these energies are more going to be surrounding what you need to be focusing on for this month, okay? The energies with regards to what you need to focus on, and then we're going to look into what you may be struggling with, where the blocks may be, what's coming to you for the month of May, and we'll get guidance from Holy Spirit, and then we'll look into some self-care guidance on how to help you navigate whatever energies are surrounding you, whatever's coming to you, all that type of good stuff. There will be an extended for this reading. It will be your love reading for the month of May. The extended reading is in the description box below. Just look for Taurus May 2023. Okay, this is interesting how these cards came out. Anyway, you can go to capellawellness.com and click on the extended videos to access your love reading for the month of May. All right, I will talk about what that love reading is going to entail if I remember at the end of this reading. So if you kind of can see, I don't think you guys saw how they came out. These cards came out in like, it look like it's a Tetris piece, okay? I'm going to show you how they came out. Bear with me because I was doing my nails before. One of them got jacked up so I can match my shirt. It came out like this. It's like that L-shaped Tetris piece, and you know, where you have to like put it down and the upward, the back, the upside down L shape. Anyway, that's what I'm getting. So it came like this, okay? I do read reversals in these, so I'm going to look at it as we have the Six of Swords here, all right, with what energy is running, what you need to be focusing on mainly. And then the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Cups. The King of Cups showed up in my live reading Saturday night. If you haven't watched my live reading, the King of Cups came out the bottom of the deck. It came out like this. I'm going to read it this way because this is how they're asking me to read this, Taurus. We're looking at kind of like, it's like a Two of Pentacles energy, teeter-tottering, or there might be some sort of balance here where it's leveled, okay? It's not necessarily in the upright. It's not in the reverse, okay? It's kind of like a level. It's kind of like a balancing out what these emotions and grounding them. It's making sure that you don't go to the other extreme, right? Because you can have an excessive amount of energy with one type of card, so to speak, or you can have the extreme shadow side of it, right? So because the Six of Swords is here with this balance, all right, this is looking into what you need to be focusing on is just moving away from something, moving away from conflict. The Six of Swords actually appeared in my weekly reading. If you haven't watched that, I highly recommend you watch that for the week of April 24th. So with this Six of Swords, it's kind of like, you know what, take what you learn from this situation. You know, you can have peace and balance to something, and this is about you taking the high road, you moving away from negativity, conflict. It could be negativity within yourself, like these self-sabotage, you're regretting something, you are beating yourself up for something. There's a lot of shame here or dishonesty. It's kind of like, I got to move away from whatever negativity is surrounding me or I'm thinking about on my own, okay, for myself. This is moving into calmer waters, right? But we have the power to bring ourselves peace and tranquility in our lives. This is also something about what you need to be focusing on is reconciling with someone or resolving a conflict, okay? Because Five of Swords comes before this. When all the swords are laid down, when all the arguments have been completed, it's like when everyone just like stops. This is pointless. Why do we keep fighting this? Why do we keep fighting each other? Why do I keep sitting in these negative energies or being around negative people? We just got to come to a truce here and find some peace in our lives, type of thing, right? You could be dealing with somebody who's you are interacting with like this, or you could be It could be within yourself, okay? Internal battles with yourself, self-sabotaging, or you allowing yourself to continuously get hurt over and over and over again, or you may be hurting people over and over and over again. It depends. You got to be honest with the situation. Remember, it's a collective reading, all right? You have to be honest with your situation and know what is going on in your life. You know your story better than anybody does, right? But this is it's a matter of understanding that if it's fitting you and it's resonating with you, fine. But if it's not, don't force it. But there is an energy here that you need to move away from something, or you're focusing on transitioning away from negative energy. It's a better place where you're going to have more clarity. You're going to have a lot more peace in your life. You're going to have your life balanced out. It's going to be smooth sailing from here on out, right? We don't have to stay in negative energies. There's also something about moving away from unfinished business that came out in my weekly reading too. All right, Taurus. If you know you got to close something out, use closure. You got to cycle something out. Now's the time to do it. Okay? Some of you, it could literally be moving. Maybe you literally need to move from a place that doesn't serve you anymore. A place where there's negativity, you have negative friends, negative family members, or you're trying to find your inner peace here and you can't seem to do that. And sometimes some of you who can't maintain that inner peace within yourself, you got to literally relocate, move away from the situation. This is also focusing on the objective side of things, having more of a positive mindset, right? Because this is a positive card. I'm at peace. Everything's cool and copacetic. Everything's just smooth sailing, right? And some of you, if you literally need to move away from something, then this is what you need to do to get away from conflict and abuse and chaos and dishonesty, negativity, all right? This is for somebody, or you could be dealing with somebody who's going through this. It's a matter of you finding your own peace and taking the actions necessary to move away from that. All right, so that's like the main energy of what you need to focus on for the month of May, okay? Some of you may literally be relocating. It's changing jobs and you're moving because your job's changing, or you know that you need to change the scenery, okay? It could be that too. Now with the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, and I'm keeping them this way, okay? There could be about making an offer. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You have strong water in your chart. Take it how it fits your story. It's leveling things out by saying, I'm moving away from this. I'm done with this, like, going back and forth. I'm done with not closing out a cycle, not rectifying a situation, not moving away from this negativity. I need to start anew. If I want a fresh start here with the Ace of Pentacles, I'm gonna have to take this opportunity that God is giving me. It's like a second chance, Taurus, is being presented to you, and God's like, hey, you have the chance, another chance at this. You have another shot, but I need you to do something about it, because he's in a boat. He's got this staff here, and he's gonna push himself away from the shore. Okay, this is not necessarily considered an action card because it's swords. It's thinking about it. You've been thinking about this. Now it's time for you to push yourself away from the shore, or you're coming to the shore, depending on how you're looking at it. But God's giving you the chance to do this, and it's kind of like you either take it or leave it. That's why it's in the horizontal position here. You either hold your emotions back, or you don't trust your intuition, or you do. It's like you don't or you do. You either bring peace to the situation or you don't. The choice is yours, Taurus. So you're focusing on whether you're going to take on this opportunity that God's presenting to you or you're not. You're going to trust your intuition or you're not. Some of you, this is not a new career, all right? A new house. Moving away from someone who is very unemotionally available, or someone who's just like, I just can't like express my emotions in the way that I feel is comfortable for me. They withheld things from you. They just can't talk about things, or they can't find an outlet on how to express something to you, right? And we can't get hung up on those people who can't do that. This is their journey for them to move away from that type of energy, to have them start over and say, I got to work on being able to master my emotions and to not allow pain and suffering to dictate my life, type of thing, right? So if you're dealing with somebody who's like that, you got to let them go on their own journey, right? It's like, get on that boat. I'm seeing river Styx here for some reason. There's something also with the Styx band from the 80s, but the ferrymen, right? You got to have that coin in order to transition to the other realm, so you're not in purgatory. Wow, that's interesting. Either you have that coin to give that coin to the River Styx ferryman. I forgot the name of the ferryman. I think it begins with a C. If anybody knows, put it in the comments. But you need the coin. If you don't give that coin to the ferryman in the River Styx, you're like in purgatory. And your soul's just like miserable. You can't cross over to the other side where it's like heaven in a sense. More at peace. Okay? It's dark, it's dank. So there's something about either you're going to just not trust your intuition and stay in that purgatory here where you're not up here and you're not down here. What are you gonna do? Are you going to be emotionally withdrawn? Are you not going to trust your intuition to move forward with whatever this is? Could be a job. You could be getting an opportunity to be a counselor, a therapist, something like that. Someone who is very giving and generous. Someone who's like someone who has a lot of compassion and understanding, a lot of empathy, and it's kind of like somebody who does charitable work. Okay, because they have that compassion or something. It could be anything. It could be anything, Taurus. I'm channeling a lot of stuff because that's what I do. Either way, whatever God is presenting to you, because remember, it's an Ace of Pentacles. God is giving you the door to open. It's like the door is already open. You got to walk through it. You need to take the pentacle from the hand, Taurus. You either do or you don't. God's not going to say, oh, here, I'm going to put the coin in your wallet. You need to literally take the coin, the opportunity from God's hands, which means you need to do something with it. And when you do, you're going to be in a better place. You're going to feel more at peace, especially emotionally here. There's something about drama, because the shadow side of the King of Cups is drama, okay? Five of Swords involves drama and fights and altercations, and just like people are lower vibrational energy than you, you just got to move away from that. Whether it's spiritually, energetically, mentally, you take it how you see fit. But there could very well be somebody here could very well have mastered their emotions. They understand what love is. They know that they can't suppress how they're feeling anymore because it makes them cold. It makes them reserved. It makes the shadow side of their masculine energy bubble up to the surface, and that leads to a lot of things. It could be anger. It could be violence. It could be bitterness. It could be like being so shut down that you close yourself off and don't let the love in, and that really wreaks havoc on your mind, body, and soul. It could be where you're withdrawing yourself from these emotions and being emotionally numb to where you're trying to fill that void, or trying to appease the numbness with drinking, substance abuse. Okay, it can even be born. I'm just going to put that out right there. When the King of Cups cannot be in tune with their emotions and tie into their feminine side and let themselves release whatever hurt or anger or sadness they have, it gets pent up. It's like a pressure cooker, and then it explodes. And the suppression of the feminine energy leads to an augmented distortion of masculine energy, and that just is not healthy whatsoever. So God is kind of like, hey, it could be you, could be somebody around you. You have the opportunity, whether you're going to find a way to express how you feel. And it does not have to be expression of love, guys. It doesn't. It could just be telling people, hey man, I'm having a hard time, or I was going through this, or I'm emotionally numb because I love so hard, I give so hard, I'm very compassionate, I'm very understanding, I love people, I love to make people happy type of thing. And every time I've done that, I've gotten burned, and it's like I'm not doing that anymore, and I'm just keeping that love to myself and not giving it out. That is not a healthy place to be. So it could be somebody here is like, I just can't reserve this anymore. Either I'm going to let go of holding on to these emotions for the rest of my life, or I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to move away from that type of energy, because we all know, most of us know, the King of Cups, very, very devoted, very incredibly loving. He loves incredibly deeply, and it's from the heart space. But when people burn this person, they rip their heart out, especially if they're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, especially if they're a Pisces. It's almost like they can't come back from the dead. It's almost like they can't fix this. And they stay suffering and they're wallowing of sorrows, and it just doesn't get them anywhere, and they fall further and further and further into an abyss. And that's when they shut themselves off to love, to include the love for themselves. And that's a dangerous place to be. So somebody here is like, no, I gotta move away from this. I have to move away from this. Either I do or I don't. I have the opportunity to do this now. And for the month of May, this is the opportunity that God has given you to move away from this, whatever this is. If your intuition is telling you to do something, you gotta trust and listen to it. You can't suppress that. Even if you think, I don't know, it could be a money thing. Is this going to bring me money? Am I going to be more grounded, more financially stable? Am I going to be more at peace? We shouldn't be worrying about the future, guys. We shouldn't be worrying about the unknown. If God's speaking you through to your heart space, and like you have a tendency to really trust your intuition, and God's telling you to transition to something else, a new career, a new home, a new city, whatever, moving, reconciling with someone, resolving a conflict, expressing how you feel. It can be a myriad of things. If God's speaking to you here, and you have a tendency to trust your intuition with other things, especially when it comes to money, there's somebody about who's very wealthy, or who's very good with investing. Like your intuition is so on point, like something about with like fantasy football or horse races or March Madness or something like that, where you put money in and you intuitively know who's gonna win and you bank on it every time. Or like you pick a stock and you know that it's gonna take off and make you a lot of money. Like you intuitively know certain things. Somebody here does this because of that Taurus energy. You may have strong Taurus in your chart, like a Taurus moon or sun rising type of thing, right? But strong water too. And you were able to intuitively know how you're going to get your money. But there's some things about when it comes to love, when it comes to doing things you've never done before, where it's change of interest, like a change of heart. Like, is the unknown. When it has nothing to do with money, some of you hesitate with this. When a lot of you, your intuition's on point. And God's saying you either do this or you don't. Because I'm also hearing this is another chance. Some of you have been given multiple chances to do something. And you're mistrusting your intuition. Because again, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. You got to level that out. You're either going to trust it or you're not. But whatever this is, God is telling you everything is going to be fine. Sunnier days ahead. Whatever you've been worrying about, struggling with, it's not going to be a struggle anymore. It's a new beginning. God's trying to tell you it's a new beginning here, Taurus. It will bring prosperity. It will eventually lead to financial abundance and stability and security. You will have like a new home. There's a freaking castle in this card. It's gonna be better than what you've ever had. Okay? But you need to trust in what your intuition's telling you. And look what's at the bottom of the deck. I haven't even gotten there yet. We've got another court card. We have the Page of Wands. Don't mind my finger. I'm trying not to focus on this because I jacked up my finger, but whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect. Page of Wands. This is revolving around taking a chance on something, taking a risk, doing something new, being curious about something. I'm excited about this. This is the Page of Wands. It's like kids are like, we're going to Disney World. Oh my God. And it's like, oh, I don't know when. I can't wait for the day, right? This opportunity. Like, this is going to be fun. Like, this is a great time. You know, I can't wait to see what happens, right? It's maybe somebody's moving to Disney or something. I don't know, but or near Disney. But there's this page energy here. I see a father and a son with the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay, this is for somebody specific. Somebody's child is being optimistic about this in telling the father, or could be the mother, take a chance on this. This is going to work out, because maybe you have a very intuitive child here. Could have strong fire in their chart. There's something here about a father-son dynamic, or a mother-son, or a parent-child. Let's just put it that way. But I'm getting father-son. If it's not father-son, but you're resonating with this, take that, okay? But this is for somebody who's in a father-son thing. You have a child here who's kind of like, hey, Dad, you got to be optimistic about it. You got to go for this. You got to do this. You got to move. We're moving here. I'm excited, and you may be hesitating on it. I don't know, son. I don't know. And it's kind of like, no, Dad, like, let's do this. And your son is very intuitive too. And it's like, but they're still a kind of a child. Let's take the risk. Let's just go do it. Dad, Mom, whatever. This is a new opportunity here. It's an exciting new endeavor. It's an adventure. You get to start something different here. This is revolving, and it also, for some of you, it is a new career here with the Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to bring you more money, but it's like, I don't know. I have to move for this. I have to do this. I'm not sure. You got to take a chance on this, whatever this is, Taurus. It's going to be so much better than it was before. It will be. You have this restlessness within you, and there's like a child energy around you. It's like, yeah, man, go for it. You may not be ready for this, but you know deep down in your heart, because that King of Cups is here, that you are. And for somebody here, this is about getting excited and staying optimistic about this opportunity to finally express their emotions, so that they can move on, so that they can move forward and stop feeling regret and shame, and stop with the unfinished business, and stop with this like going back and forth of being defensive, of trying to protect your heart, of trying to hurt people. Because when the King of Cups is distorted, when you suppress those emotions, that projection flies onto other people like shit. And then you end up realizing, oh my God, I just hurt that person. I just messed this up. I just made it worse. Because the shadow side of the Six of Swords is making things worse, going from bad to worse. I can't have this situation, whatever it is, go from bad to worse. This is not what you want to do. Something's now trying to interfere with my reading. Nope, ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna give you a little peek at something. You see how this is page? Some for you, this is about communication. This is doing something new. You're having the courage to do this. All you gotta do is step through the door. I've been saying this a lot. I don't know if it's for you, Taurus, but I'm saying it a lot for a lot of people for a while now. Take a chance. Remain in an optimistic, positive mindset. You know you're gearing up for this. You're ready for this. All you got to do is just do it. And because it's communication for some of you, or careers, others of you, but look what's underneath this. It's the Ace of Swords. There's another ace hiding behind this page of wands here. You will have the breakthrough that you're seeking. You will have the new opportunity, a clean slate. You just need to speak your truth. You have made the decision with the Ace of Swords, Taurus. Focus. Focus on being optimistic and having that courage and being positive that you can do this. You are very clear now, Taurus, about this. The only thing you got to do, that's why I said with the staff here, look, it's the frickin' Page of Wands, kid. You can't make it up. He may not have the red cape. He has a green one, but they're very young people. What did I say about taking action? That's taking action right there. Getting ready to do it. It's gearing up, getting ready for the new thing. Getting ready to start this. I'm ready for this new beginning because God is bringing this to you. He's saying it's here. You have the staff. You have the Ace of Wands to get going. And you're going to use the Ace of Wands to push yourself away or push yourself towards something, however you want to look at it. Again, the choice is yours. You know that these cards came out this way. God's like, hey, I just need you to do this. You already know the answer. I've given you the answer. I'm giving you the opportunity. It's a challenge, yes, but you can't give up on this. It's time to transition to this. I like this energy. So I'm going to keep all these things in the upright to give you guys some motivation, because I know some people have a hard time listening to my stuff because I speak truth. I tell you what you need to hear. I'm trying to get you to the Ace of Pentacles. I'm trying to get you to a better state of being. That's the whole point of my work. So let's look into what you may be struggling with for the month of May. And remember, I'm reminding people, just in case if you've been watching me for a while, this is your monthly forecast, okay? This is the big reading for the month of May. I'm no longer doing 2 readings a month. I'm only doing 1 per zodiac sign because I know I'm transitioning to something else. I'll just leave it at that. What may Taurus be struggling with? For the month of May 2023, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Planetary. Woo! The portal. You can't make it up. The portal's right there. The eclipse season is giving you the window of opportunity. I know we talk about portals and stuff, and people talk about all these dates, 8-8 portal and 5-5 portal, and I don't know. Look, you can believe whatever you want, but over the years, because God doesn't have a calendar, dates don't mean anything to God. So to God, 5-5 does not exist. 8-8 does not exist, okay? But again, this is my belief. You can be open to going to God about that on your own, but there's a reason why I'm saying this, because people are like, yeah, we're going through portals and things, but let me tell you, it's the astrology that creates the opportunity, whether you're going to take it or not. Not a portal date, it's the astrology, okay? Which is why I'm starting to do astrology reports as part of my work on my my website. Weekly subscriptions so that you can understand the astrology of things to help you seize opportunities. To help you, oh man, I'm struggling with this. Oh, this is what's coming, or this is how I navigate this. Okay, cool. Now I better understand based on my sun rising sign, whatever. The portals are created by the astrology, not by the dates. And there's a reason why I'm saying this for somebody, but this is what I'm getting. Again, you can take that however you want. You don't have to believe in me. You don't. But this is what I'm being guided to say. And sometimes that opens up another opportunity for some of you to think about it and say, let me go to God about this. Let me do some more research. Let me go meditate and see if Maybe, yeah. Maybe dates don't have anything to do with portals. Anyway, again, it's the Ace of Cups right here. What you may be struggling with, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards in the wild card. Son of a bitch. And it came out in the reverse. Now, this Starseed Oracle deck does not have reversals in it. But because I'm talking about what you're struggling with, you're struggling to open the door. There's no lock on it, guys. It's not something that you have to open up with a crowbar. You just turn the knob and that's it. That's why I said the choice is yours. You either do this or you don't. And if you don't, you're going to miss out on something big. Because we have the ace. And some of you, it has to do with money. Page of Wands. You're ready for it? It's like, do I actually go through with this? The answer is yes. And your intuition's been telling you this. Wild card, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. The door has been opened. This eclipse season has got it wide open for you, Taurus. The door is way bigger than you think it is. It's kind of like you can fit 10 people, I'm hearing, within that door. And with the 10, I'm hearing 10 of Pentacles. The 10 is about cycling something out. It's like a lot of you are being called to walk through this door. And you've been struggling with it. The rewards are on the other side. Why are you hesitating? You need to redirect your energies with the Page of Wands to fueling it towards more the light, towards the opposite, see, something's trying to get me to say something I'm not supposed to say. Geared towards more of the optimism, not opposition. You need to move away from the opposition, from the conflict of this. Look, doors are opening. Rewards, you decide the wild card. You either walk through it or you don't. The bottom of the deck is called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. And for others of you, this has to do with mission work, a new career, starting a new business even with regards to your soul's calling. Look, there's a freaking doorway there. That is 3 times, people. 3 times the charm. The Ace of Pentacles, there's a doorway here, and there's a portal here. You can't make it up. It's like this is the time to step through. It's the time to step it up. You're being called to do something. Your intuition's been telling you to do something. To utilize your soul gifts, training. It's like, I'm new at this. I don't know if I can do this. You can absolutely do whatever the hell this is. It's a leveling up. Some of you may be changing the way you go about doing things. Some of you may be teaching in a different way. I'm one of them. I only have Chiron in Taurus in my chart, but hey, if this reading starts popping up for you and it's like, well, I'm not really a Taurus, so I don't really have Taurus in my chart, and this is like ringing in your ears, it's lighting you up, you're dropping your jaw like, holy cow, this is my story, then this is for you. Don't get caught up on because of the fact it's a Taurus reading, okay? Somebody needs to hear that. Step up your game. You've got this. God is getting you to try. Are you going to take that risk? Are you going to believe in yourself? There is a little bit of a curiosity. Curiosity is not going to kill the cat in this sense, Taurus. If that's what you're thinking, okay? Karmic relationship at the top of the deck. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. This is for your soul growth. What did I say about conflict? You move away from it. Everything starts to open up when you move away from conflict. Also with the conflict within yourself. Doubting yourself. Not having the courage or confidence. Not having the energy. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm going to be ready for this. You are ready. God wouldn't have presented this to you if you were not. All right. Somebody's wondering, I haven't read the book. You know why? Because I'm leveling up and my guys are saying, you no longer need to read the books, Jess, unless we tell you to. Let's see what's coming towards you for the month of May. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. You're going to have a legion of angels. You're going to have your reinforcements coming in. And they're coming in from the 3D. I'm sorry, there are some from the 3D world, but it's more some from the 5D world. Because some of you, you are a keeper of the earth. Okay, that could be your soul calling right here. And this is the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. And it's funny because I've never utilized these same two decks in a reading ever for the collective, because I'm using the cloth that I got with the Starseed Oracle deck. So there's a big energy here about Starseed stuff. Some of you are Starseeds. If you don't know this, or if you want to know more about your Starseed mission, I do offer a Starseed Origins reading, which is quite powerful. We learn about your mission and what Starseed family you come from and what that means for you and how to better understand what your calling as a Starseed is. That's for some of you, not for all of you. You have to understand you're never alone on this. Trust me, I learned this the hard way, because when I was moving away from so many things that I had been doing for years, to include having relationships with people, friends that I've known for decades, and I got into hermit mode, and it was just difficult. And I'm still kind of in hermit mode now, because even though I have my son and I have my family, things like that, but it's been challenging because, you know, when I walk around and I see people, friends having a good time and people doing things and people on dates or whatever, it's like, oh man, I'm still doing this stuff, but I understand that God is protecting me from those other energies because I was doing my leveling up. I was stepping up, and God's like, I'm preparing you for something else here. You have to understand that. So you have to understand with what's coming to you, these ancient ancestors, you're going to have a whole bunch more people supporting you with this here, Taurus. They're going to be guiding you. They're going to be cheering you on, okay? This is going to give you that strength and resilience where you're going to be able to go through this new endeavor, this new thing alone. You're being called for your mission work, being called to whatever this is. You have to trust, I said, trust in your intuition, but this is also trusting God and the universe in this. You have way more people on your side than you think, but they're up there, Taurus. They're up there. And yeah, this may be a big chance for you. I don't know, especially if you guys are moving and you're moving away from family and moving away from the place you've ever known. I've already done that. And it was the scariest thing of all time. It was a challenge for me. But I had to take a chance. And God said, Jess, if you don't take up on this opportunity to move from Florida to Virginia, because then I moved to Virginia first for 1 year, and then I resided in Maryland for the rest of my 17 years in the mid-Atlantic. It was something I had never done before. Okay? I had never even visited Virginia or Maryland or DC ever. I have no family there. I now have a sister who's still there in Virginia, but that's besides the point. I didn't have anybody there when I left. And I was in my 20s, my early 20s. Not so that's a child, but I was young girl. And that changed everything. Stepping out of my comfort zone and learning what I was really capable of. And then it led to this. Which is a story in itself. But I'm saying this because God was always there every step of the way. He's always 20 steps in front of us, Taurus. He knows every hair on your head. He knew exactly what was going to be happening, who you were going to encounter, what jobs you were going to have, what challenges you were going to face, where you were going to be afraid of, what risk you weren't going to take, or whatever that is. Ah, messed up. I got to redo this nail. Anyway, because it's going to bother me. This is really about understanding here. You are always supported, but you have to believe in that. You have to trust in that. And look what's at the bottom of the deck, the Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Some of you are getting more access to the Akashic records, or you're starting to realize you now have access to the Akashic records. But that's only if you're going to be moving through the portal, if you're going to be taking the risk, if you're going to do something you've never done. Some of you need to literally relocate somewhere to have this type of access because the environment around you is stale, or it's not conducive to the work that you're being called to do, that you're leveling up to. It could very well be that. It could very well be I had to move out of Maryland back to here. And then I got to transition somewhere else because it's like a preparation. It's a leveling up, right? Stepping it up. But remember, your guidance is always divinely guided at the bottom of the deck here. That's why you have two cards, the ancient ancestors, God, your angels, everybody's got your back. Everybody's got your back. And look what's underneath that, the mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Your family, your friends, yourself, fear, uncertainty. They want me to look into the book for something for this. Keepers of the earth. So the Akasha says if you're waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed with that Page of Wands energy. It's divinely guided. The keepers of the earth. You are so supported, you do not stand alone. They've acknowledged the work you've already done and are ready to work through you. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. Open your heart and mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. It's time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm, too. This could come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You could be needing support, calling on support in human form, angelic form, or you may be the one who's supporting somebody else. Okay? Take that how it fits your story. Let's get some guidance here. While I'm shuffling to give guidance for you guys, the love reading for the month of May, the link for that is in the description box below. If you go to CapellaWellness.com, you click on the extended videos, and you look for Taurus for May 2023. We're going to look into what your love situation looks like for May, how your person's feeling about you, what song they want to dedicate to you. I have some song cards. What guidance we have on to best navigate those love energies, or to help you stay in alignment with calling in that love, or whatever that love is for you. And then we're going to use my Divine Masculine Unspoken Words Oracle deck to see what messages they have for you, what they want to say. What is the guidance? Oh, wow, look at this. How did that happen? It's like they wanted to close up and align with each other in some sort of like pyramid or something. Okay. What guidance do we have for Taurus for the month of May? Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. backpack. Get your compass, adventure is yours. Get out of the city and enjoy the outdoors. You can't make it up, guys. For some of you, you're going on an adventure. You're going to go through this journey as you're following your soul's calling, and you're going to be doing some leveling up, but you've got to be the one to take the chance and do something different. Get out of your comfort zone, literally move, whatever this is that we were talking about, because the door's open. Adventure is yours. It's about the journey, not the destination. It's about the journey, not wondering whether you're going to be stable and secure financially, not worrying about if, you're going to have a roof over your head, not worrying about whatever it is you may be worrying about, right? Because remember that portal card came out in the reverse. The rewards will be yours, but fortune favors the brave, guys. Fortune doesn't favor the non-brave or whatever the opposite of that is. Fortune doesn't favor the complacent. Fortune doesn't favor those who are stagnant, those who don't grow, those who don't evolve. This is about moving from your south node to the north node. I've said this before, where your north node has all the blessings, and that's where you have to do the things you've never done. To be completely different from what you were conditioned to be. But that's also meaning being your true, authentic self, not being like anybody else. And I said, for some of you, this is literally getting out of the place that you live in. If you're wondering about this, there's your confirmation right there. If you've been hesitant about like literally moving from where you are. If God's already been telling you where to go, go. If God hasn't already told you yet, He will eventually lead you there. It may be sudden, it may be drastic, because that's what the eclipse energies are bringing. It happened to me with last eclipse season, and that was a Scorpio eclipse. I suddenly relocated. I had no freaking clue where I was going. And then when I found out where I was going, I'm like, oh no. But let me tell you, God revealed to me why, in so many different ways, why I had to move here. And every time it's been miraculous. Bottom of the deck is family. Wherever you go, whatever you do, your family is here for you. See, some of you are literally moving away from family. I had to do it. Why was I telling you guys my story? I would not be here today if I would have made that change and stepped through that door. Because God said, Jess, you're going to have to go through this. You can't stay here because there's a whole other world for you. I know you've never done this, but this is going to be for your good. And this was about me stepping out of my shell. Stepping out of a huge comfort level. And I moved away from family. And it was just me. In an apartment in Virginia. Before I ended up moving to Maryland because my then boyfriend, who then became my husband, ended up moving up there too, and then we got married, and the rest is history. But even that was a big journey and also a lesson. And this is about your soul family too. Remember, your ancestors, you're divinely guided, your higher ups, there are also other people. No matter how far you move away from family, if this is like here in the physical plane, they're always going to be there. They're like a phone call away type of thing. You can't be afraid to move away from family. You just can't. Or this might even be you're moving towards to be closer to family. Depends how it is. Depends on your story. Okay? It depends on your story. Top of the deck is medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. This could literally be about like just eat health more healthfully, and you're going to be able to not be so afraid of this. This is also about medicine, there is something about with gaining clarity and being able to decide better when you're ingesting more healthy foods, okay? Because that does help. Trust me. I kind of tested that. my abilities aren't as strong if I'm like eating, you know, because we can eat crap. Okay, I'm not saying that you can't unless there's a health reason, but when my I put things into my body, it's like, you know, it's like junk food or whatever, or I drank a whole bottle of wine, which is what I did last Friday. You can't tap into that stuff as well. But anyway, let's see what your self-care tips are to help you navigate these energies. And my head keeps scratching. Look, 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 and look. The fork, knife, and the spoon. Eating what you are ingesting. Change the diet. All right? It's going to be preparing you to be able to connect better with them, to be able to receive these downloads. Some of you literally got to step it up with your soul gifts and your training. Step it up with regards to your eating habits, your drinking habits, okay? Maybe eating more organic food or something like that. Now, again, I'm not saying that you have to be like all, oh my God, I got to be eating edamame all the time and all this stuff and beans and fish and stuff. You can cheat. But again, if that's not what your guides are telling you to do, that's fine. I'm just telling you, I am the messenger here, but I'm hearing my guides are telling me to tell you, you can cheat. It's okay to have something like a cheesecake that's 5,000 calories from the Cheesecake Factory. It's a pleasure thing. It's a Venus thing, right? Venus rules Taurus. Don't keep yourself from those things. But remember, it's all in moderation. And you got to change the way you're drinking. Oh my God, look, I was going to say drink water. Drink more water. Flushes out your system. You have some tea, that helps too. Foot. You may have some foot problems, or you have a foot fetish or something, or maybe you want somebody to rub your feet, or you like rubbing people's feet. There's a foot thing here. This is also go out there and get a foot massage, get a pedicure, something like that. Even if you're a dude, guys, my dad gets pedicures, and he's an Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon, okay? He is one of the most macho of machos most of the time. I love him to death, but he is. Foot, feet, get a foot rub, get a pedicure. Even if you're a dude, this is not a feminine thing, guys, if you're watching this. I've seen men get pedicure. I just said my father's one of them, okay? And it actually helps my dad out. It's actually helping him from a health standpoint, okay? This could be something about maybe you like therapy. Massage therapy. Go get a massage. Or you're the one who likes to give massage therapy. Go give the massage. Whatever it is. Get one, give one, both. Look what I said about the sweets and stuff. That's a chocolate bar. You have the right to indulge in things, okay? Like, case in point, I'm looking at it right now. I went out on a date with my son last night. We went to the sugar store. Actually, no, I got this from someplace else. We went out to this awesome ice cream place where I live now, and I got a bag of cotton candy. I'm a cotton candy fiend. What I do is that when I know I'm going to do my mission work, I'm going to do my channeling, I don't eat it right before. And I actually was going to do that before this. My guy said, no, don't eat the sugar stuff, because we all know cotton candy is pure sugar. But I'm not going to hold myself back from that. I'm not going to deny myself the things that bring me pleasure. These things, yeah, they may not be healthy for me, but I like eating. And yeah, it's all freaking sugar, but I don't give a shit. If I like it, I'm going to eat it, right? But my guides are like, don't eat it right now, Jess, because that's going to interfere with your channeling. I'm like, okay. Oh my God, look, it's a manicure. Paint your nails. Look, I did that. If you guys watch my stuff, you know that I have purple nails. Oh man, this is getting all jacked up, but whatever. See? I'm super matchy. Yes, I'm touching my boobs here. All right. I'm very matchy. And yes, if you're wondering if all the other stuff matches, it does. Thank you very much. Some of you Get your nails done. Look, and you don't, if you're not the person who has those super long nails with all the extravagant stuff on it, that's okay. If that's you, do you, Taurus, because you, Taurus, Venus stuff, you love that stuff. Go do it. However, if you don't normally paint your nails, or this is mainly for women, but you could be a dude. I know AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys, he loves painting his nails, and it's usually like a black color or something, and that's freaking cool. He's in tune with his feminine side. If you males feel like you want to put like some clear coat or whatever, or strengthener, do it. Be in tune with your feminine side. Don't hold yourself back just because it looks looked at as like a feminine thing. Come on. Feminine is not a gender, people. It is an energy. So, and for others of you, again, get a manicure and a pedicure, get a foot rub, go to the spa, have a spa day. Look, there's the health again. Eat apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away, but this is more eating fruits and vegetables. It was at the top of your deck. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. Some of you need to eat more of this stuff. Okay? That's your self-care for the month. Self-care also involves not just eating, guys. It's you get to indulge. You get to have the cotton candy if you want to have it. Paint your nails or do something. Get a manicure, or you just get them trimmed or buffed or something. Even if you're a guy and you don't want to get them painted with clear coat, whatever. It doesn't matter. Do something. That could also be pertaining to do something self-care about the body. Maybe changing your hair, changing how you dress or whatever. Dressing more feminine, dressing more like, you know, like for masculines where they maybe wear t-shirts and basketball shorts all the time, and maybe transitioning to a pair of khakis and a polo every now and again, you know, if you're going somewhere. I don't know. Again, I can't tell you what to do, but this is the guidance. But anyway, Taurus, I hope that helped you. All right. There's your monthly forecast. This is what's going on for the month of May. All right. I do offer personal readings. If you're interested in a Capella membership, check out everything in the description box below. Okay, you need some extra guidance. You want to directly chat with me in my free mobile app. You want to meet some amazing people in the Capella circle through a membership. You need some coaching. I do coaching too, guys. I don't just do tarot. I have phone coaching sessions, 30 minutes in an hour, and I have live Zoom coaching sessions, 30 minutes in an hour. Okay, you just want to shoot the shit. You want to just chat. You want to talk about some things, I'm here to do that. I don't have to do cards all the time, okay? If you want me to do cards in the middle of the phone conversation or in the live Zoom, let me know when you go book it, okay? I am offering 10% off all of my individual services. The coupon code is in the description box below. If you want to buy a package, if you want more than one reading, or you need a coaching package, you want some extra coaching, you can schedule them in advance. You can get 10% off the already discounted packages that I have. All of that information in the description box below. Okay? And don't forget to watch all of the other readings that I do on this channel. You are not just your sun sign, guys. There's Moon, Rising, Venus, Pluto, Saturn, Uranus. All of those things. Your stars. Okay? Your Chiron. Your North Node. You're all of it. You're not just your sun sign. So, and if something pops up on your feed that you're drawn to and has nothing to do with any of your signs, right? Like I have Chiron in Taurus, it's not a planet. But if it pops up and you get the hit, read me, listen to me, watch me, then watch it. Because there are messages for you there. Okay? All right, Taurus, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. I wish you the best today, and always I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.